Hello and welcome to Abstract AF. I'm Sneha Jaiswal and I'm going to be talking about the Chinese animated series Lord of Mysteries. Now, from the perspective of an animation enthusiast, this dark fantasy series was more exhausting than entertaining to watch. I struggled with the first 3 episodes, I forced myself to watch the fourth one, and I don't know, I just couldn't get on board with this series. I didn't find it exciting. There's an overdose of visual elements, and while some of the frames do look great, there's no doubt about that, a lot of it felt AI generated to me, or like watching somebody else play a video game. There was a day when I was discussing Lord of Mysteries with my brother, who watches a lot more animated content than I do, and he pointed out that viewers unfamiliar with Chinese animation styles might struggle to connect with Lord of Mysteries, much like how younger audiences today might not like the simple Cartoon Network style designs for the shows we grew up loving. But if I have to give post 2024 examples of animated shows that I really enjoyed streaming, some of them would be Blood of Zeus, Castlevania, Dan Da Dan, Leviathan. You have the animated anthology Love, Sex, Robots, that's really fun. Or even shows that were streaming at the same time as a lot of mysteries like The Summer Hikaru Died or Kachiakuda. These shows were a lot more fun than a lot of mysteries. One of my major problems with a lot of mysteries was that when I started streaming the first episode, I felt a little disoriented. I was like, wait, did I stream the second episode by mistake? And the creators had dropped 3 episodes at the same time, which was a good decision because by just watching the first episode, you'd feel extremely dissatisfied. It's like you're watching season 3 of some ongoing series. But well, here's the basic plot that I did manage to piece together. Protagonist Klein Moretti is a transmigrator, someone who can travel to a different place and era. So he's from the future where computer and cell phones exist, but he's stuck in a steampunk medieval alternate reality in 1352 AD. Klein now needs to figure out a way to go back home in the future, so he decides to take the help of Dunsmith, the captain of a secretive group called the Nighthawks, who operate under the guise of a security company. Now, Dunsmith is also a beyonder, beings that have supernatural powers and can rise to the level of gods. Basically, the series dives deep into lore, rules, and drama surrounding the Beyonders, with Klein eventually becoming one himself. After joining Smith's secret order, he begins working alongside them to solve cases that often involve dangerous entities. His first mission deals with a kidnapping, followed by a case involving a disturbingly powerful puppet that might remind some viewers of the creepy clown from Stephen King's It. And while the plot of Lord of Mysteries does sound fantastic on paper, the execution just did not work for me. The animation movements felt choppy. It looks like I already said, as if you're watching somebody else play a mystery fantasy game online. And the character designs, of course, mirror the style of Japanese anime, making the characters cat-like cute. But the episodes lack the energy and emotional highs that make anime so gripping. Unfortunately, even the voice acting was weird for me. I don't know, I didn't like the voice acting at all. I gave up watching the show after 4 episodes, and I'm really sorry if you're listening to me after watching the show and loving it. From the 4 episodes that I saw, I gathered that the tonal series was largely bleak, serious, dark, packing in a generous amount of demonic activities and bloodied violence. And even though I'm a huge fan of both mystery and horror series, each time an episode of Lord Mysteries got over, I did not feel any excitement over what would happen next. You know, when you're watching a show and it's so exciting and you want all the episodes to be out, with Lord of Mysteries, I was just not interested, even though the next episode was available. The creators jam in too much, both plot-wise and visually, and maybe I'm too simple-minded, but this show gave me a headache. It features too many characters, too many fictional places, weird fictional historical personalities, and there's just too much name dropping. If you haven't seen Lord of Mysteries yet, there might be a chance that you might love it a lot more than I did. It's got time traveling, powerful secret orders, creepy supernatural beings, quite some violence, a little bit of humor, and the elements are fun, and I don't know, for me it was just too much, and I gave up. And no amount of convincing is going to make me watch the show because that's how much I disliked the first 4 episodes. But the show is on Crunchyroll and also on VTV. Decide for yourself. That's all from me. Talk to you the next time.